When you live in Spain permanently, there are several things that you need to change over from the country of origin to the Spanish way of doing things. So you have things like your medical, you have your residency status, your fiscal status. And we've already got plenty of videos on these subjects. So if you go and search on the blog section of the 2 Minute Tuesday and the Hondon Valley Homes website, you'll find all of those videos. And of course, we've got the subject of this video, which is your non-Spanish driving license. So if you need to change your license, you've got two options. And we're going to talk about those in this week's episode of 2 Minute Tuesday with Hondon Valley Homes, where we talk about exchanging your non-Spanish driving license for a Spanish license. Now, if you need to change your license, you've got two options. You can either do it yourself or you can pay somebody to do it for you. Now, if you choose to go it alone, then you can expect to have at least 2 trips backwards and forwards to the Tráfico department in Alicante if you live in this particular area. Now, first of all, you're going to need to make an appointment. Now, this is called a cita previa. And this can be made either on the DGT website, which is allthews.dgt.es, or by calling the free 060 number, the hotline, but it's in Spanish only. And then you must start the task of gathering together all of your paperwork. Now, before we start this, I should interject that when I first moved to Spain way back in 2006, one of the pieces of advice I was given still holds strong today. And it's that somebody told me that when dealing with Tráfico, if you have a spare €50 in your back pocket, please pay somebody to go to Tráfico on your behalf and pay them to do all of the work for you. It can be complicated, it can be frustrating, and it can be a time-consuming project. And it's a day of your life that you will never get back. And remember, the whole thing will be actually done in Spanish. Now, I'm not trying to put you off from doing it, but the fee that you pay somebody, it could be money well spent. Unless, of course, you like queuing and the chaos of Tráfico in Alicante itself. Now, to renew your license, to get your license or change it into a Spanish license, you're going to need the following details. Now, you're going to need the aforementioned appointment at Tráfico. You're going to need an official application form, which you can download from the same website, which is the website of the DGT. You're going to need proof of identity, which is your passport and a copy. You're going to need a copy of your residencia and the original. You're going to need a padrón that has been updated within the last 3 months. You're going to need your driving license and the counterpart if you have one, and a recent photograph, a 32 by 26 mil photograph, and the processing fee, which is about €23.50. You may also be required to undergo an examination, a medical examination, at a designated clinic, where you're going to be tested for your eyesight, hearing, pulse, blood pressure, and of course the famous speed of reaction coordination test. No one really realises what they're doing. You hold 2 little paddles and try to keep a dot between 2 lines. You'll see it on the screen. You must also declare any medication that you're on and any medical conditions that you currently have, as these can affect the length of the licence that you're provided with. Once you've applied, the Spanish authorities will contact the DVLA as they need to obtain a certificate of entitlement. This is if you're from the UK and the equivalent from your country of origin. And during this period, which can be weeks, you're going to be given a document by Tráfico that will allow you to drive whilst waiting for your new licence to come through. But you need to remember that if you have this document, it's not going to be enough if you intend to travel away and hire a car and things like that, because the hire company won't accept this document as proof of entitlement for driving. Now, if all goes to plan and everything goes as you expect, maybe a month or so later, your new licence will either be ready for you to collect, or it will drop through your door or be delivered to your booth on. Now, the second option, and this is my personal preferred route, is paying a professional to do this for you. They're going to provide you with a document which authorises them to undertake the process on your behalf. Now, in my instance here in the Hondon Valley, there's a very nice lady, Emma, who works at a private medical centre 15 minutes from Hondon in Albatera. She does the whole process for you. You go and see her, she collects all your documentation, she even arranges the medical for you, and she'll even go and collect the new licence for you if you decide not to have it posted. The whole process for me was done and dusted in about 3 weeks, and I really do consider it money well spent. One point worth remembering again is that your UK licence perhaps entitles you to drive a bigger variety of vehicles. I had a 7.5 tonne truck, motorbike, everything. The standard Spanish license may not. So make sure that they transfer all of these entitlements at the time of processing. So really the choice is yours. You can either go down the simple route or let's call it the less simple route. And the choice, as I said, is yours. If you've got any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our details are on the screen at the moment. Don't forget though, we don't just make these informative videos for our buyers and sellers alike. We're one of the most proactive estate agents in the area. And despite everything that's been thrown over us over these difficult times, we've continued to list and we've continued to sell properties to clients literally from all over the world. We've increased our extensive advertising presence in the last couple of weeks, and this is really, really helping. So if you're looking to buy or sell a property, go to the buyers or sellers section of HondonValleyHomes.com and see what we can offer you that other agents can't. But for today, this is all that remains for me to say, is to have a great day and hasta luego, and we'll see you the next time. Adios.